A system is a set of components that interact to achieve common goals. Business use many types of system. An information system is a collection of hardware, software, data, people, and procedures that work together to produce quality information. An information system is a collection of hardware, software, data, people, and procedures that work together to produce quality information. System development is a set of activities used to build an informative system. System development is a set of activities used to build an informative system. A system is a set of components that interact to achieve a common goal. An information system is a collection of hardware, software, data, people, and procedures that work together to produce quality information. System development activities are grouped into phases and is called the System Development Life Cycle (SDLC). System development activities are grouped into phases and is called System Development Life Cycle. Firstly, planning. Review project requests, prioritize project requests, allocate resources from project development team. Analysis, conduct preliminary investigation, perform detailed analysis activity, study current system, determine user requirement and recommend solution. Design, acquire hardware and software if necessary, develop details of system. Implementation, develop programs if necessary, install and test new system, train users, convert to new system. Operation support and security. Perform maintenance activities, monitor system performance, assess system security. System development should follow three general guidelines. Group activities are tasks into phases. Group activities are tasks into phases. Involve users, define standards. System development should follow three general guidelines. Group activities, tasks into phases, involve users, define standards. Project management is the process of planning, scheduling, and then controlling activities during system development. And to plan and schedule a project efficiently, the project leader identifies the project scope, the required activities, the time estimate for each activity, the cost estimates for each activity, order of activities that can take place at the same time. A PERT chart also can be used for planning and scheduling time. Feasibility is a measure of how suitable the development of a system will be to the organization. Feasibility is a measure of how suitable the development of a system will be to the organization. Feasibility is a measure of how suitable the development of a system will be to the organization. Operational feasibility, schedule feasibility, technical feasibility, and economic feasibility. Operational, schedule, technical, economic. Operational, schedule, technical, economic. Operational, schedule, technical, economic. Operational, schedule, technical, economic. Documentation is the collection and summarization of data and information. A project notebook contains all documentation for a single project. Users and IT professionals refer to assisting documentation when working with and modifying current systems. During system developments, members of the project team gather data and information using several techniques. Review documentation, observe survey, interview, JD sessions, research. A user may request a new or modified system. Organization may want to improve hardware, software, or the technology. situations have beyond an organization control might require a change. Management might mandate a change, or user may request a new or modified information system using a request for system service or a project request. The planning phase for a project begins when the steering committee receives a project request. Four major activities are performed: review and approve the project request, prioritize the project request, allocate resource, and form project development team. Review and approve project request, prioritize project request, allocate resource, form a project development team. The analysis phase consists of two major activities: conduct a preliminary investigation, determine and define the exact nature of the problem or improvement, interview the user who submitted the request, perform detailed analysis, study how the current system works, determine the user wants, needs, and requirements, recommend a solution. Study how the current system works, determine the user wants, needs, and requirements, recommend a solution. Analysis phase: conduct preliminary investigation and perform detailed analysis, determine and define the nature of the problem or improvement, interview the user who submitted the request, study how the current system works, determine the user wants, needs, and requirements, recommend solution. Process modeling is an analysis and design technique that describes processes that transform inputs into outputs, like entity relationship diagrams, data flow diagram, project dictionary. Analysis and design technique describe processes that transform input into output. An entity relationship diagram is a tool that graphically shows the connections among entities in a system. Entities are objects in the system that have data. A data flow diagram is a tool that graphically shows the flow of data in the system. Data flows process, data stores sources. The project dictionary contains all the documentation and deliverables of a project. Like structured English is a style of writing that describes the steps in a project. A decision table is a table that lists a variety of conditions and the actions that correspond to each condition. A decision tree also shows conditions and actions, but it shows them graphically. The data dictionary stores the data items, name, description, and other details about each data item. Data items, name, description, other details about data item. Object modeling combines the data of the process that add on data into a single unique current object. UML Unified Modeling Language has been adopted as a standard notation for object modeling and development. UNM includes 13 different diagrams. Two diagrams include use case diagram and class diagram. A use case diagram graphically shows how actors, users interact with the information system. Diagrams are considered easy to understand. A class diagram graphically shows classes and subclasses in a system. Each class can have one or more subclasses. Subclasses use inheritance to inherit methods and attributes of higher level. The system proposal assesses the feasibility of each alternative solution. The steering committee discusses the system proposal and decides which alternative to pursue. Package software, custom software outsourcing. The design phase consists of two major activities: acquire hardware and software, develop all of the details of the new or modified information system. To acquire the necessary hardware and software, use research techniques like e-designs, identify technical specifications. RFQ, or RFR is sent to potential vendors or BARs, solicit vendor proposals. Various techniques are used to determine the best proposal, test and evaluate vendor proposals. System analyst makes recommendations to steering committee make a decision. The next step is to develop detailed design specifications, sometimes called a physical design, database design, input and output design, program design. System analysts typically develop two types of design for each: input and output mockup and layout chart. A prototype is a working model of the proposed system. Prototypes have inadequate or missing documentation. Users tend to embrace their prototype as a final system should not eliminate or replace activities. Computer-aided software engineering tools are designed to support one or more activities of system development. Case tools sometimes contain the following two: project repository, graphics prototyping, quality assurance code generator. Tools sometimes contain the following tools like project repository, graphics prototyping, quality assurance code generator, housekeeping. Many people should review the detailed design specifications. An inspection is a formal review of any system development deliverable. A team examines the deliverables to identify errors. The purpose of the implementation phase is to construct the new or modified system and then deliver it. Develop programs, install and test the new system, train users, convert to the new system. The program development life cycle follows these steps. Analyze the requirements, design the solution, validate the design, implement the design, test the solution, document the solution. Program development lifecycle. Analyze the requirement, design the solution, validate the design, implement the design, test the solution, document the solution. Various tests should be performed on the new system. Unique test verifies that each individual program or object works by itself. System test verifies that all programs in an application work together properly. Integration test verifies that an application works with other applications. Acceptance that checks the new system to ensure that it works with actual data. Training involves showing users exactly how they will use the new hardware and software in the system. One-on-one session, classroom-style lectures, web-based training. Implementation. One or more for conversion strategies can be used to change from the old system to the new system. The purpose of the operation support and security phase is to provide ongoing assistance for an information system and its users after the system is implemented, perform maintenance activities, monitor system performance, assess system security, perform maintenance activities, monitor system performance, or assess system security. A computer security plan should do the following. Identify all information assets of an organization. Identify all security risks that may cause an information or set loss. For each risk, identify the safeguards that assist to detect, prevent, and recover from a loss. So, database management. Database is a collection of data organized in a manner that allows access, retrieval, and use of that data. Data is a collection of unprocessed items like text, numbers, image, audio, video. Information is processed data like documents, audio, image, video. Database software, often called a database management system, allows users to create a computerized database, add, modify, and delete data, sort and retrieve data, create forms and reports from data. Data integrity identifies the quality of data, garbage in, garbage out, points out the accuracy of a computer output depends on the accuracy of the input. If you enter into correct data into a computer garbage in, the computer will produce incorrect information, garbage out. Valuable information should have the following characteristics, like accurate, and then accurate, verifiable, timely, organized, accessible, useful, cost effective. Accurate, verifiable, timely, organized, accessible, useful, cost effective.